You're 10 years old and ready for the best summer of your life. Video games, fast food, sleeping in, the important kid stuff. Then your parents show up with that smile. How about spending the summer with Grandpa Max? Oh, sure, because nothing says perfect vacation like road tripping across the country in a smelly old RV with your grandpa who eats grilled slugs and your know-it-all cousin. You're Ben Tennyson, and your summer just turned into a nightmare. Or at least that's what you thought. Gwen's there, obviously, being Gwen, criticizing everything you do, correcting everything you say. 10 years old and already acts like your personal tutor. Lucky you. Grandpa Max is driving down the highway, singing old tunes while you and Gwen argue about, well, anything. Just a typical Tuesday until something falls from the sky. Not a metaphor. Something literally comes crashing down from space, tearing through the trees like a cosmic wrecking ball. The RV shakes, the ground splits, and just like that, your boring summer gets a whole lot more interesting. You run toward it because, hey, you're 10. Common sense isn't really a thing yet. There it is, lying in a crater, smoking. Looks like it came straight out of a bad sci-fi movie. You should run. You should call an adult. You should do literally anything except what you're about to do, but you walk closer anyway. It opens. Inside, a watch. Not a Rolex. Not any normal watch. Green and black. Part organic. Part tech. Pulsing like it's alive. Like it's been waiting for you. Your fingers reach out. You know you shouldn't touch it. Every horror movie starts like this, but you can't help yourself. The second you touch it, the thing jumps onto your wrist like a starving animal. Latches on. Fuses with your skin. And it hurts. Not a scraped knee kind of pain. It's like every cell in your body is being rewritten, reprogrammed, transformed. You scream. Gwen screams. Grandpa Max comes running. Then you stop. You look down. The watch is still there. Part of you now. Glowing green. Pulsing. With a symbol that looks kind of like an hourglass. Cool, you whisper, because of course the first thing you do is think it's awesome. You twist the dial. It pops up projecting holograms, creatures, aliens you guess. You scroll through them, fascinated, until you land on a silhouette that feels familiar. Big guy, rocky, like he's made of boulders. You press the dial, and your world explodes. Not literally, metaphorically, because suddenly you're not you anymore. You're huge, heavy. Your hands are like the mighty arms of forearms. Your voice rumbles like an earthquake. You've turned into something that shouldn't even exist. You've turned into forearms. Not the most creative name, sure, but you're 10 years old and just became an alien. Grandpa Max just stands there, mouth open like he's seen a ghost. And you're having the best day of your life. You lift a boulder the size of a car, no problem. Jump 10 feet in the air, punch a tree, and it falls. For a few glorious minutes, you're the most powerful kid in the universe. Then the watch beeps. You flash red, and it's over. Back to Ben Tennyson, 10 years old, short, normal, but now you've got a secret. And secrets? They have a way of making things complicated. Looks like this summer just got interesting. You test the watch every chance you get. You turn into Heat Blast and nearly burn down an entire forest. Become XLR8 and run so fast you break the sound barrier. Turn into Diamond Head, basically indestructible. Each transformation lasts 10 minutes. Then you're back to normal and have to wait for it to recharge. It's like having superpowers with a time limit. Frustrating, definitely. Amazing, without question. But then you realize it's not all fun and games, because you're not the only one interested in that watch. Vilgax, that's his name, an intergalactic conqueror straight out of your worst nightmares. Tentacles, red eyes, a voice that could make demons cry, and he wants your watch, badly. He sends robots after you, drones, mercenaries. Every week, a new attempt to rip the Omnitrix off your wrist. Yeah, that's what it's called. The Omnitrix, not cool watch. Grandpa Max tells you he's not just some retired old man. He's a plumber, part of an intergalactic law enforcement force. And just like that, you've become galactic targets. Congrats, Ben. Your summer vacation just turned into a cosmic war. And the craziest part? You're starting to like it. Because for the first time in your life, you're not just the normal kid. You're special, powerful, needed. Months go by. You save lives, fight aliens, stop invasions. Every week, a new threat. Every victory, a little more confidence. Gwen discovers powers of her own. Magic. Or mana, as she learns to call it. Pink energy she controls like she was born to do it. Of course she's good at it right away, because Gwen's good at everything. You're a weird team. You argue constantly. But when things get serious, you click. Her with magic. You with the Omnitrix, saving the world, weekly. Grandpa Max is proud. He talks about responsibility, about doing the right thing. Like you chose this, but you didn't choose it. Did you? The watch chose you. Sometimes, late at night in the rust bucket, you just stare at the Omnitrix, pulsing faintly in the dark. Always there. Always a part of you now. And you wonder, what if you never found the watch? You'd be at home, playing video games, complaining about homework, normal kid stuff. Instead, you're out saving the universe. What a messed up summer vacation. You grow up. 15, 16, things change. The Omnitrix comes off, not by choice, by necessity. You're back to being regular Ben Tennyson. No superpowers, no transformations, no cosmic responsibilities, and you should be happy, right? You can finally live a normal life. Go to school, make friends, date, do teenager things, but you're not happy, because after saving the world for 5 years straight, going back to math and gym class feels small, insignificant. Your classmates complain about tests. You saved entire galaxies. They stress over crushes. You fought cosmic gods. How do you go back to caring about any of that? Then Julie comes into your life. Cool girl, smart, funny, and she has no idea who you really are. To her, you're just Ben. Normal guy with normal problems. It's peaceful. And at the same time, lonely. Because how do you explain that you've been 10 different aliens, that you've saved Earth more times than you can count, that there's a whole universe out there, full of wonders and horrors she can't even imagine? You don't explain, you keep the secret, and secrets weigh you down. Gwen still has powers. Sometimes you envy her. She gets to keep being a hero. You're stuck being a teenager. Then Kevin shows up, ex-villain from your past, absorbed energy, including yours, when you still had the Omnitrix. Traumatized you both when you were kids, but people change. Kevin changed. And Gwen, she fell for him. Yeah, things got complicated real fast. Your old enemy is now dating your cousin, and all of you have to work together saving the world. Thanksgiving at the Tennysons must be wild. Then you get a new watch, the Ultimatrix, more powerful, more aliens, more responsibility. And it hits you. You can't walk away from this. No matter how much you want a normal life, the universe keeps calling. Vilgax comes back. He always comes back. He's like that annoying song stuck in your head. Just when you think it's gone, boom, he's back. Stronger, angrier, new threats appear. Albedo, your evil clone. Agrega, trying to absorb an alien baby god. Diagon, an alien demon planning dimensional domination. And every time, guess who has to fix it? You. Because you're Ben 10. Doesn't matter how old you are now. Sometimes you look at other heroes. Superman chose to be a hero. Spider-Man got bitten by accident, but he could walk away if he wanted to. You, the Omnitrix latched onto your wrist when you were 10. It doesn't ask, doesn't care if you're tired, doesn't wonder if you want to save the world today. It just expects you to do the right thing. And the worst part, you always do. Because deep down, beneath all the complaints and teenage drama, you want to save people. You want to make a difference. You want to be needed. The Omnitrix didn't choose wrong. It chose exactly who it was supposed to. A kid who complains all the time, but never gives up when it counts. 18 now, college, adulthood on the horizon. Julie breaks up with you, not because you're a hero. She never even knew. She says you're always distant, always hiding something. And she's right. You are. How do you explain missing her birthday dinner because you were fighting aliens in another dimension? How do you tell someone you can't commit to plans because you never know when an alien invasion might crash your weekend? You don't, and she leaves. And it hurts. Kevin and Gwen make it work somehow. Maybe because they both have powers. They both get the weight of it. You're alone. Well, not completely alone. You have the Omnitrix. You always have the Omnitrix. Sometimes you dream of a different life. A life where that watch never fell from the sky. Where you grew up normal, graduated, got a job, got married, had kids, a small life, a safe one, predictable. Then you wake up, and there's a dimensional breach. You turn into Waybig to take down a space kaiju, and you remember, your life may be complicated. It may be lonely. It may feel impossible, but it's never small, and maybe that's enough. Vilgax is back for the millionth time. But this time, it's different. This time, he doesn't just want the Omnitrix. He wants to destroy everything you love. Your family, your friends, your city, your planet. Because if he can't have the Omnitrix, he'll settle for watching you lose everything. The final battle doesn't happen somewhere far away or exotic. It's in your town, on your street, in your backyard. Everything you fought to protect is on the line. Gwen's hurt. Kevin's unconscious. Grandpa Max is trapped under rubble. And you're tired. Years of battles. Years of carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. The Omnitrix is failing. Low power. Only a few transformations left. Vilgax steps closer, smiling with those awful teeth. It's over, Ben Tennyson. And for a moment, you agree. Maybe it is over. Maybe you've fought enough. Then you look around. Your family, hurt, but alive. Your city, damaged, but still standing. People, watching you, hoping. And you remember why you started this. Not because of the Omnitrix, not because you were chosen, not because you had powers, because it was the right thing to do. You stand up, the Omnitrix flashes red, one final warning. You know something, Vilgax, you say, turning the dial one last time. I've been thinking you never really understood what the Omnitrix is. You always said it was the most powerful tech in the universe, but it's more than that. It's a responsibility, and you were never worthy of it. You slam your hand down, a burst of green light explodes, and you transform one last time. The fight is epic, the kind they'd turn into a movie. But it's not about punches, not about powers, it's about choice. You choose to fight, you choose to protect, you choose to sacrifice, and Vilgax finally loses. Not because you were stronger, but because you never gave up. Years later, you're sitting in the same spot where you first found the Omnitrix. The crater's still there, smaller now, covered in grass, but you can still see it if you know where to look. The Omnitrix hums quietly on your wrist. New model, more aliens, more responsibilities. Gwen married Kevin. They have kids now, little angels already showing signs of their own powers. The cycle continues. You still save the world, still fight cosmic threats, but now it's different. It's not about proving you can. It's about making sure the next generation has the chance to choose their path, like you chose yours. A 10-year-old boy touched something strange during what should have been a boring summer, and his life flipped upside down. You never planned to be a hero. You never asked to carry the fate of the universe. But when the choice came, you did the right thing, and you keep doing it, because that's what heroes do. Not because they're special, not because they have powers, because when it counts, they choose to help. The Omnitrix didn't make you a hero, Ben. It just gave you the tools to become who you already were inside. You look up at the sky, stars blinking, whole worlds out there, full of people who might need help someday. The watch pulses, ready for the next adventure, and you smile, because some summer vacations do change your life forever.